right, hey everybody, welcome to Down Home Backyard Gardening. Now, right off the bat, I've been toying with the idea of trying a different way of gardening, and I think I'm ready to dip my toe into the square foot gardening method. So sit back, relax, and let's grow. Okay, so what is the square foot gardening method, you might be asking? Great question. Okay, so it's really simple. What it is it's a method of gardening where you utilize every inch of your garden. In other words, every inch of a square foot. So a 12-inch by 12-inch area, 1 square foot. Now, I know that doesn't seem like a lot of space, but when you don't have a lot of space, then you want to utilize as much space as you have to maximize the amount of vegetables or your yield that you can get. So with my backyard, it's not a big backyard. I have just a normal suburban backyard, and I've put a lot of gardens into this small area, but I feel going into 2023 that I should be able to maximize more of my space. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so right here I have 1 eggplant, and then I put in a bunch of beans just as filler crops for now. But what I want to do is be able to cordon off a square foot and plant as much vegetables in this 1 square foot as I can. Now, I've done some research, and I've got a book that I've been reading about doing this method of gardening, and I'm quite certain this is going to be a game changer for me. Okay, so you all know, if you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, that I do watch some other YouTubers. Brian over at Next Level Gardening, Scott over at Black Gumbo Southern Gardening, James Prigioni out of New Jersey on the Gardening Channel, and then Luke out of MI Gardener. Those are the 4 channels that I watch. Now, I don't watch them a lot anymore, not since I've started this channel, because I just want to be as authentic as I can with what I'm learning and what I'm showing you all that I'm failing or succeeding in. But it was about a month and a half ago, that I was walking in the garden and I was doing a harvest, and I realized that I have a lot of space that I'm really not using. Now, that immediately did a light bulb moment for me, and I started thinking back to a video that I saw on the Gardening Channel with James Prigioni, and he's a big advocate of the square foot gardening method, but I never really thought about it until about a month and a half ago. So I bought a book that he recommends. It's this book right here. The information to this book will be down in the description below. Now, there's a lot of information in this book, I am not going to lie. And I have not finished this book either. Again, I'm not going to lie. I've focused on the first couple chapters just to understand the thought process behind the square foot gardening method, and from what I've read so far, I really want to try it. So we're going to try it today. Okay, so the premise behind this book is they go off of a 4 foot by 4 foot raised bed. So a 16 square foot raised bed. In that bed, you should be able to have 16 individual cubes of 1 square foot. Now, what they show, though, throughout this book, and here's an example. This is just a basic gardener example. So in 1 square foot, you can have a tomato. This one, you can have 8 beans. These 2 combined, 1 melon plant, and etc. and etc. But down here is what I'm looking at. So for carrots, it says that you should be able to have 16 healthy, full-grown carrots in that square foot. Okay, so I know 16 carrots doesn't seem like a lot, especially when you've got a big garden. But if you can get 16 full-length, normal carrots, not where they're all mixed together and they're all jumbled and gnarly and growing into each other, but 16 individual, fully grown carrots, then I think that's a success. So today what we're going to do is we're going to grow these kind of carrots right here. Okay, just regular basic orange carrots. Nothing fancy, nothing, no purples or cosmics or any of that. Just some normal orange carrots. And what I want to do is see if this method will grow me 16 full-length carrots, because that's what the book says I should be able to get in a 1 square foot area. So what I did is I decided to buy something, because hey, if you're brand new to something, I think you should do the basics and understand the basics on everything. So with this method, what I wanted to do is start from the beginning. Crawl, walk, run. Well, I'm barely even crawling in this realm. So what I went ahead and did is I bought me a little cheat sheet kind of thing, And I got me this seating square from Amazon. Again, this will be down in the description also. But what it does is it breaks down a square foot. So I'm gonna lay this down in the bed over there here in a second, and we're gonna use the red. The red are for 16 holes, evenly spaced and everything. So it has this little wand here where it's got the inches. For carrots, you barely have to touch the ground. I mean, they're basically surface vegetables. I'm excited to try this method, and if it works, great. You all are coming along for the ride if you're watching this video, which I hope you are. And if you are, I hope you share the video, like the video, and if you haven't, hit that little icon down there in the bottom right corner of the video. Hit the bell so you're always notified whenever I upload videos, and then y'all are on the journey with me. Okay, so as always, whenever you're planning an area to do an experiment, because that's what this is, you want your area to be controlled. So we're gonna do this in an area that has nothing else growing in it, so it'll be very easy for me to show the updates and the progress on this without there being any confusion. Okay, so I just prepped this area. What we're gonna do, lay the seating square right here. Take the little wand, and we're just gonna tap the areas. Once that's done, I'm gonna remove it, and then each of the holes we're gonna put in the seeds. Now for this, I'm going to plant 3 seeds in each hole. That's just to ensure that I have a good germination. Once the carrots start to grow, and they're about 3 to 4 inches tall, then I'm gonna come back in and thin out each of the 16 holes down to just 1 carrot. That way the seeds aren't competing with each other, and I should be able to get 16 fully grown carrots in this 1 square foot area. So we'll see. Okay, now that the seeds are in, I'm just gonna put a dusting of soil over the top of them, because carrots do not need a lot of soil. Again, they're basically surface vegetable seeds. Okay, and then for the sake of keeping our square right where we can all see it, went ahead and put in these stakes, and we'll keep them right there in that spot, so as everything's growing we can keep track of it. So that's basically it, everyone. If you've done this before and you've had success or failures with this method of gardening, please drop them down in the comments below. I know I would definitely like to hear about it, as I'm sure a lot of the viewers here would also like to hear about them. Successes and failures, we need both. Gardening is not a utopia, you know, unicorns and puppy dogs everywhere. There's a lot of failure, there's a lot of pests, there's a lot of everything that goes with gardening. So I want to know everything. I want to learn everything. I want to experience everything. Maybe not everything. But seriously, I want to experience everything, and I want to share everything with everyone. So this will be an ongoing so as we're talking and I say pest, a cucumber beetle just flew in. And now there's no more cucumber beetle. I say this a lot, and I'm going to get off track right here. Every time you're in the garden, you should be looking for pests. You should be looking to see exactly what's going on in your garden every time you're out here. And if you're not doing that, please start doing it. Trust me, it will help on the back end. Cucumber beetles, you do not want, period. Okay, everyone, so that's the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you're ready to come along on this ride with me. I really feel this might be a serious game changer for me, and hopefully for you all, if this is something you're looking at doing. If you have a small garden or a small area, I would highly suggest looking into this method. From what I've seen and read, it seems like you can grow a lot of vegetables in a small amount of area. So that's a win-win. Win-win-win. Again, everyone, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. If you have subscribed to the channel, please share this video, like the video, and until next time, everyone, continue to shine bright and harvest hard. Bye. 16 individual fully grown carrots, then I think that's a success. So